Now that we've cut this a little bit shorter, it's actually not working to cut out of it this quickly. So let's go ahead and find just the right point to come into this shot. Possibly when he's not hanging. He's already sort of falling down, maybe right here. So we'll just remove this and this bit. And so we'll slip this edit over and see if we can find a moment where Tom has actually calmed down in the wide shot, and then have it cut nicely into the calmer close-up. Something like right here might actually work really well. And we could even start just a little bit later so we don't see his hands up that high. Maybe right here. And we'll use that same trick of overlapping this audio.
Because come Friday morning, we have to go.
So now it's working a lot better. And there are lots of little things we can tweak, like the cadence of his breathing can be shifted over here so that he takes a full breath without hearing the inhale and the exhale from two different shots. So now that edit is significantly more realistic. And right here, we can do the same thing by shifting the audio just slightly, making sure that we're not overlapping any of his actual breathing noises. Now, Tom looks off here, and we have to actually finish the scene out. So what is he looking at? Well, we have here this shot of his perspective of the horse. Now, we have to find a moment where the horse enters frame, and then does something, because he looked over, and then the horse should essentially enter, make an action, maybe look at him, and then we'll cut back to his reaction to what he's actually seeing. Let's see if we can find that moment here with the horse entering frame. So we have the horse running past. That's not quite right for us. And here we go. We actually have a great moment here where the horse enters frame and kind of looks up in our general direction. So maybe we'll begin right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's coming to you.
No, go back.
And you can hear a very excited crew, happy that we finally got this shot. It was really hard to get the horse to do this. And you can see there's just only so much of it. So we don't have a lot of options here the way that we did with the conversation between Tom and his dad. We have to find a way to use only what's available to us between this horse actor and the Tom actor in this shot. So let's find just the moment where we should cut out of Tom's reaction to what he's seeing down here at the bottom of the stable. So maybe it's somewhere right in here where we have to cut to the horse. So right here might be a nice place. We feel like Tom's had just enough time to look off and see something. When we cut in, we could even begin it where the horse is just beginning to look at him. Now I'm going to bring in just the video here, because I don't want any of the audio of our crew shouting happily that the horse has made its way into the shot, and Tom's breathing sounds should continue through this shot anyway. Let me go ahead and cut this in. I'm going to cut it in above my shot of Tom, because I want to find the right place for it without interrupting the rest of my edit. Now that's great, but I think that the horse can come in just a little bit sooner. When you're trying to cut in something like a reaction like this, it's sometimes very helpful to bring that up to your second track of footage so that you don't have to accidentally make gaps in your edits as you slide things around. I think when we return back to Tom here after seeing the horse, we have to find just the right reaction to get out of this scene. So let's head back into our coverage of Tom from this angle. So we're going to see if we can find just the right reaction of Tom here. And it looks like if we just let this play out, he gives us a bit of a smile at the end, which could be great for the emotion of the moment in which he's made his decision about what he needs to do. So let's find a good out point for this. Obviously before he looks at the camera. Maybe right about here. And we'll just cut that into our scene. And remove whatever's left back here. And now we can see how all of these shots of Tom and his perspective played together. And now we have these two scenes back to back, and we've actually got a complete edit of all of the footage that we have for this workshop. But this is not everything. So everything seems to be put together and it makes perfect sense, but all of this can be enhanced with sound design. There is a lot of elements between these two scenes that will make a lot more sense visually and emotionally with just the right sound design. We're going to check that out coming up next. This lesson is going to have some homework. First, put together your context cut of scene 6. Just get something into the timeline so that you can see how the scene plays out. Next, refine your edits so that they feel seamless. Focus on finding the right moments to cut between the different angles. Coming up in the next lesson, we're going to focus on bringing the two scenes to life with music and sound, part 1.